Greetings, Multi Retroman here. Now I'm going to do a video soon about Bus Simulator 18. Yeah, I got it. It didn't work. So I'll show you the issues that I had to start with, but also what I did to get it to work. Now, ever since I was a child, I've always wanted to drive a bus. I think you're probably watching on the buses, but here I got the chance to do it on my, for my 50th birthday. Greetings everybody. Now, I'd recently or previously done the recording, and it was supposed to have the voiceover for myself while I was actually playing the game, but unfortunately it didn't record it because I didn't check it before I'd recorded it. So you got the noise of the sounds of the game and everything. So here we are. I'll try my best if I can remember what I actually did and what I was saying at the time. So here we are. This is my thingy driver Multi Retroman. Now, what was on previous was a different one. It said like Lenovo Legion 5, but for some reason it's gone back to the other one, which is great, so that's fine. Now here we can see I had the last option on there, which was all the bus levels needed to be level 3. So what I decided to do was create a link between them all and drive them. So you could obviously tell that, you know, try and get them up to level 3, so then I could get on to the next section. Now these are the various buses that I've done. Now that one was a new one that I've just recently created, so off we jolly will go with the drive.
Next stop, Dr. Julius Bachelor Street.
So here we are, just abrupt stop there because I just pressed the button to kneel, and it automatically stops the bus really quickly, so it's a bit like an emergency brake. But because there's no passengers on it, it's fine, so there you go.
Thank you. May I have a ticket, please?
How much change? I mean, you're not going to the bank, go first. Oh, you've been to the bank and got a thing. You got a live ticket, you got a ticket, yep, very good. You got a ticket, yep. You got a valid ticket, right, there we go. And what I always do on this game, oh, I didn't see you there, you're hiding. What I always do with this game is I always check pretty much at every stop, because when you can stop to look in your mirrors to see if anybody's actually got on, but you get some naughty people that decide they're going to try and get on without paying, because they're suddenly, oh, I've lost my ticket, I forgot. Or I've lost my ticket. Yes, like the story. Now the braking isn't too good on this bus, so whoa, there we go, look at that. That was superbly done. And when you see that as well, it says obviously the bus is at work Curbstone, but I've actually gone through the red lights there, which might be a little bit of a bug, because it doesn't seem to have registered the fact that a big massive bus has gone through the red light, which is very strange. Unless it changed to green as I was going through it. Now, if you're not familiar with my previous videos or what I've been doing before, I'm mostly into retro gaming, you know, the old Spectrums, computers, that type of thing, Amigas, arcade games. I would love all of them lot. But I think, like I say, as times go on, I'm looking towards more of the newer games. Now, I know this one's not new exactly, you know, it's kind of thing, but I've not done it before because my previous laptop was an MSI one. And it only had a GTX 960M graphics card in it. It's got I think it got 2 gig of memory in it. Yeah, 2 gig of memory. But ultimately, it wasn't a very fast one. So you could probably play the games in very low detail. And last year, when this game was free on for 2 free days, I did actually try the game, which I'm not sure if you've seen the video or the beginning bit if you skip past it. It allowed me to play the game for 2 days, and to be honest, it weren't very good. Not the game wasn't good, if you know what I mean, but the frame rate wasn't fantastic, you know, and had the graphics set quite low, and it just didn't really play very well, and I just didn't really get into it. And I thought, well, you know, I really needed a better laptop, especially with the fact that Windows 11's going to be due out soon, and a book breaking. Look at that. Oh dear. Well, never mind. So like I was saying, what you tend to do, because Windows 11 was coming out, and I thought, well, I didn't want to get to the point where I've got no computer that I could use. I decided to try and see if I could get myself a Windows 11 laptop. And looking at all the reviews for all the different laptops, there was a Windows, so there was a Lenovo one, Lenovo Legion, and that, to be honest, was the best one of the lot. The only downside to it is it doesn't have a separate left and right mouse button, which is what I really wanted. But in the grand scheme of things, it works really well anyway without it, you know, and not very often you have to push down to select the left mouse button, you know, so it's pretty, you know, it's a really good laptop. The frame rate is lovely and smooth, and I was just recording this using the OBS Studio, which is really, really good. So at this point you see that I actually increased the volume of the game, so hopefully you can hear this okay, so I shall have a see what it's like and you know, enjoy the drive.
What was it again? Grover? Grunder? Oh, right. It was Grier.
What you on about, missus? Honestly. So in order to actually get the thing in the first place, what I did was I had a lot of old games, you know, for the Xbox 360. Some for the Wii, you know. There was, I think, The Legend of Zelda. I had that one, and I never played it, to be honest. I bought it when it was fairly cheap. And when I part exchanged it at Cash Exchange, you know, because I'd seen this laptop that I really wanted, and I thought, well, if I can part exchange a lot of the stuff and get some decent amount for it, then I can use that as part payment for this laptop, which is what I did. And I got quite a lot of money for the you know, the items. But what the downside was, when I first looked at the laptop, when I saw it on the advert, it said it had got an RTX 3060 graphics card, a 17-inch monitor, 140 hertz refresh rate. No, 144. Sorry, 144 hertz refresh rate, which is absolutely amazing, perfect for what I wanted. And when the laptop actually arrived, it had only got an RTX 3050 graphics card in it, so I was really, really gutted. And I did a video on it. Well, I can't remember if I actually released a video about it or not. I think I was going to, but then what they did was you know, I went into the shop and I said, well, the problem is, I said, you've actually invalidated your own warranty, because the fact it's a 3050 and not a 3060 as on your sticker, I cannot use that warranty thing. You know, I can't. Basically, you know, they said that if you put anything else in it, say you've had extra memory or you had an extra hard drive, the warranty is invalidated because it's not the same as what's actually on the sticker or what they've sold you, sort of thing. So I said, yeah, but that wouldn't be the same anyway, because you've not sold me an RTX 3060, you've sold me a 3050. So as a suggestion of a resolution, they said, well, we can see how much what the price difference would actually be between the two. Now, obviously, it will be in a laptop, you know, things are probably sort of cheaper, you know, because if you buy a PC graphics card, they tend to be a hell of a lot more money. And I managed to get it for £100 less with the difference in graphics card. Now, some of you may think, well, you know, that it's not worth it, but ultimately, the rest of the laptop is perfect. The processor's amazing. You know, it's an i5 processor, but it absolutely, you know, blisters through everything. I've had no problems with it whatsoever. It is an awesome machine. It's got 16 gigs of memory, which most of the others only had like 8 gigs of memory. And it's a dual channel one as well, so it's like dual channel with 8 to 8 gigs, which, you know, without going into too much detail, basically means that you will get a higher frame rate than if you just got one standard 16 gig stick in most of the times. Okay, so onto the game. So what I decided to do here was do a complete U-turn, because otherwise it meant I'd have to drive all the way up to the end of the road, go around the roundabout and come back again. And I'm thinking, well, why do I need to do all that lot? Well, I don't. So here we go. So somebody wants to get off because they've missed the bus stop, they've fallen asleep because of my superb driving, with it being nice and smooth. And off we go. We're off again.
After a cliffhanger.
Oh, darn, I forgot to get something for dinner. Well, pizza it is.
Pizza again? I hope you're not getting it from Pizza. No. Now, what I have to say and comment about the game is that the graphics are quite nice. You know, I mean, when you look at them 4 mountains, you know, they are quite triangular, some of them at the top of them, you know. But other than that, the scenery is quite nice. It's quite believable. And altogether, it only cost me £3 for this game. And, you know, when it first came out, I think it might have been 20, 30, well, about £20, something daft like that. And then it was reduced to about £10. But again, like I said, because of the previous laptop, I think it was on offer on sale, but again, I couldn't justify paying the money because it wouldn't play properly. So getting this laptop means I can play it properly.
Goodbye.
Yeah, bye. Okay, so now I've finished this one, I usually do the quick exit then, because otherwise you have to drive to the place and then remember to turn all the lights off and everything else. So here goes. So there I made $13,000 euros. Great. And some extra stuff there, look at that, lovely. Bright pink. What a pink colour. Pink Panther, I'd love that, wouldn't it? The Pink Panther bus. I think that'd be an idea. If there is one, I don't know. Okay, so you can see it's still not, I still need to do that again. So, excuse me, so what I decided to do was drive it again to try and get it up. No, not that, I mean to get it up to level 3. Now, I downloaded some buses from the, what do you call it, you know, the workshop within Steam. And I thought, oh, let's see how they work. But they don't seem to be that much different when you look at them. And one of them was a double-decker bus. And I'm looking through them and I'm thinking, well, where's the double-decker bus? There isn't a double-decker bus. There's bendy buses, but no double-decker bus. So I have no idea why there's no double-decker bus available from the, you know, to play it. I don't know what the reason is, unless I have to purchase, you know, like an add-on pack that contains a double-decker bus, because I know there are extra things you can buy for the game, more buses, and I think there's probably more maps as well. I'm not too sure. I'm not quite gone into that yet. But at the end of the day, you know, I pay £3 for the game. Probably what I'll do is wait until the Bus Simulator 21 is reduced in price. But to be fair, I've really enjoyed playing this game, especially for £3. You can't go wrong. Anyway, I look pink for my wife with pink hearts on it. So isn't that lovely? Not that one. That one. So here we go. This is where we're going to start driving. Oh no, I'm not here. I'm just going to assign a new driver, or you know, organise a new driver. So there we go. So I'm basically putting this driver onto this particular route. And one thing I didn't realise as well, but sometimes when you try and do things, you know, you normally have an option at the bottom to say, like, say, save route, you know, or to save it. You know, when you're creating your route. I've afterwards found out that it doesn't always do that. You can press the button, I think something like Y to save it or something. And this was the bit where it's a bit bizarre. You click on stuff and that save, you know, to hire people as well. Sometimes that doesn't work, or the option's not available, so you have to press the button to hire the person, which I've only just found out about. You know, I was looking at it, I thought, it don't make sense this, and then towards the bottom it showed you options where you could actually, you know, press the button A or whatever it was to hire them. So I thought, well, that's a bit strange. So here we go. So I decided at this point to do another drive of that particular route. And I think, yeah, well, wait. Yes, we'll try that one, shall we? Yes, the big one with the hearts on, the bendy bus. And here we are, lovely weather as always. So press the letter B to turn the wipers on and pull in at the junction. And the problem with this bus is in the wet is it takes ages to stop if you're going quite fast. So anyhow, hopefully you enjoy the ride. But yes, the handicapped passenger needs a ramp. Now I remember somebody else mentioned this, that sometimes you keep having to have somebody with a wheelchair, pretty much most of the times when you drive a certain bus, and it's usually when you start driving like this. So I thought, we'll have a run. Now at this point, this is where the actual game got a bit stuck. So no matter what I did, I tried to sort of press the A button to go back into the bus, but it didn't seem to work. So I was trying all sorts of different stuff to try and get it to go in, and I don't know why it wouldn't go in. Hence this point you're clicking the button. So I think, if I remember rightly, I think I went back out or went along. Valid ticket, there we go. I think that was another issue as well. It wouldn't do the option to say a valid ticket. Again, these little minor quirks, they're more I say frustrating than annoying more than frustrating, because you think, well, it should be working, but then, you know, at the end of the day, it is just a game, and there's going to be little bits and bobs here and there, which are no major issue, you know what I mean? So you can actually, you carry on. It's not like it's completely locked up and you can't use it again and you have to quit out or something like that. At least it does actually come back, so it's not so bad. So here we go.
Thank you.
Now off we go, indicate left, And then I think at this point I'd forgotten about the ramp, because sometimes I forget the ramp's there, and I know it shows you a little icon on there about the disabled ramp, but sometimes when you're looking, you just automatically press the X button on my controller to to close the doors, the left button to put your left hand indicators on, and away we go. But then obviously you go, the engine revs, and you think, well, God. So this is the thing where it actually, I put brakes on to stop, and luckily it stopped in the right time. So I'm getting better with this bus. So again, with the bigger buses, bigger buses take quite a bit longer to stop, especially it seems when it's raining. Now there, at that point, it seemed as though I was driving and for some reason, maybe I was pressing certain buttons and I didn't realise, but I actually turned the speed limiter off. So if I turn the speed limiter off, it makes you more likely to get a flash with the speed camera like I did there. So here we go.
Thank you.
I need several tickets, please.
2? Why are you wanting 2? Just being greedy. So then we go along and ask people, have you got a ticket? You've got a valid ticket. Oh dear, well that's not more money for me now. I wanted somebody without a valid ticket so I get more money, but they've been good people. One thing about this as well, if you notice on the, you look at the top when it's wiping, it's sort of white, but all it seems to do is just mix it a bit lighter, the actual area where the wipers are wiping, so the whole lot. So it's not like a little bit, and then it suddenly go a bit darker, and then they come back on. Which, ultimately, really, is not exactly realistic, is it? I mean, when you're driving, you don't normally see that, but there we are. A rear view, look at this of the bus, beautiful. Lovely colours. So, yeah, like I said, when you compare it to games like Euro Truck Simulator, and even some other bus simulators, the others seem to do a much better job with regarding that. But then again, you compare it and you think, well, I pay £3 for it, it's a whole lot. Can't really grumble. It plays alright, it's got a nice atmosphere, it keeps you busy. I mean, if I was going to give it a rating, out of 10, for £3, I would say it's probably well worth an 8.5 out of 10. If it hadn't had the bugs in it, then it would probably be more of a 9. Because it isn't the best game out there, but by no means it's certainly not the worst at all. The driving's quite nice on it. It does have some nice features, like when you're turning, if you're going like really left a lot, it will look to the left. The only sometimes if you're like, say you're stuck in traffic and you want to see what's going on, it does take a long time to look, so you have to use the right thumbstick to look left and right. Then the only issue that I would like to have addressed, like when you're using Euro Truck Simulator, I've configured it so that if you press forward on one of the thumbsticks, it will directly look right in front of you. So you have like a set view looking forward. Like with this one, it doesn't. Or I've not found any way that you can actually reset the view to default. So say if I like this, I want this to be the default view. It would be nice if there was an option where you could press forward on the thumbstick or something like that, and it would automatically go directly back to this view. So you look like that, and it'd be nice to have because sometimes if you're going to be approaching a little roundabout a little bit too quick and you're looking to the left, it's not always possible to quickly turn the view round so you can see where you're going, and so you can end up sometimes bumping into something because the view's not gone back quick enough, so you've not seen it. But again, it's another minor little issue. If you could do that, then I think the score would have gone up to maybe 8.8, something like that, But I do like how we get a sense of speed as well. The other cars are okay. The only thing the other little quirk that's slightly annoying, there you go, silly like that. That is one thing that's slightly annoying. The cars just seem to stop, even though there's nothing actually coming up on the main road. So they're likely to cause you a crash. And a lot of people that's reviewed this have said that the AI, which is the artificial intelligence, computer, if you like, computer generated or computer controlled cars and buses, that type of thing, they're not very intuitive or what the word is. Yes, intuitive, but yeah. They sometimes just do silly things, like sometimes you'll be driving along like that, look, boom, just slam the brakes on and there's nothing there. So it's like, well, why on earth did you suddenly stop? So doing it again. Look, absolutely ludicrous. where they got the driving license from, I've absolutely no idea. I think they must have got it off on a Christmas cracker or something like that. So here we are, back up to this particular part again, up the hill. Lovely driving by me again. Well, apart from bumping into that car, but then again it's his own fault for stopping like that. Suddenly stopping in front of a bus, what does he expect? So again, I don't bother stopping, I just think I'll just fly in front and see what go for the best, and hopefully nothing bumps into me. So here we go, let's pull up here and stop. Yeah, well, perfect stopping, look at that. Well, it says good stopping position, it should be perfect, because that was brilliant. Is anyone wanting a ticket? Yep, anyone needs a ticket. Well, that's ticket, isn't it? So it wants a single, senior. There you go, young man. Now what? Let's have a look. You got a ticket?
I already
You got a
showed
ticket?
it.
You got a ticket? No. Haha, serves you right.
Here you go.
More money for us. I often sometimes wonder whether it'd be funny if you actually said to them, you know, asked to see the ticket, and they said, no, I'm not showing you my ticket. Because then what you would maybe get some further things to do, and I don't know, so I don't go somewhere to one or not. Well, that said, I think that was where it said if you go any further, the bus will reset, because I went a bit too far with the bend there. But on the whole, it does drive like a, you know, drives nicely, it drives like a proper bus. The only thing, like, which is quite annoying with this game, oh, there we are, that's where I turned the speed limiter off as well there, is the potholes in the road. I mean, they're so frustrating. You can be driving along, especially when it's dark like this as well. I know you can probably use the main beams and stuff, but I'm not sure if that would help or not, but it's slightly annoying. I believe you can turn them off, but I always think, as annoying as they are, I think sometimes it's nice to have them on, just because they can sort of show you, or you know, it's a bit more realistic, you know, than things like when they complain about it, saying, oh, what's the point? You know, they come out with various comments, like, can't you see where you're driving or something, or aren't you supposed to avoid them? So, you know, it's got quite a nice little sense of humour to it as well, you know, little bits and bobs like that. Other thing, comments, the lighting. Yes, the lighting at night is quite nice, because it's very atmospheric, especially when it's raining like this, it's very, very atmospheric. Well, like I said, the rain, I mean, oh, yeah, you've got your lines going down, stuff like that, which it's a good job that the lines aren't in the bus, because sometimes the bus, you know, you get some cheaper games and the sort of like the lines just appear everywhere and they go through the dashboard and everything, and you think, well, that's just ridiculous. So there we are. So this, another journey completed, and let's enjoy this little bit. When you get back there, I'll show you see what happens, or what's said.
The city is finally considering reopening the central bus station. That's all thanks to the hard work you and your team have been putting in. Congratulations. If they do give the go-ahead, I'm sure it'll keep you busy in the weeks to come, replanning and adapting your network. We are currently negotiating with the Historic Monument Protection Office about reopening up the Old Town Ring Road for public transport, and it looks like it won't be long before they agree.
Yeah, so that was good news. So what I have to do on the next part on here, as you can see, you've got all these options, but first of all, this one, so you've got to unlock it, and when you click on it, obviously you tap on it and it says you've got to have, I mean, you obviously can't really see it very much there, we go, so you've got to have at least 12 buses. So what I was doing is, if you like, driven quite a few more routes. I mean, obviously I can buy the cheap one there because I've got 164,000 euros. I think I can buy the next one as well. I can't remember which one I did one here. Yeah, I think I probably bought that one. Or was it that one? I don't know. There we go. Yeah, this just going through the buses I've got again. Like I say, apologies for the if you like, the funny bits and bobs how I've done it here, because it should have recorded the voice when I was actually playing this, but it didn't. So there we are. I think I obviously bought that bus and then customised it. So this is obviously my first video really that I've done properly, if you like, even though it didn't work regarding my voice. And I thought we'll have a bit of pink. Let's have a bit of pink and purple, I think it was. Yeah, pink and purple. Just for something different, I suppose. And then some... which one did I plug for that one? I think that one. Oh, that one, I don't know. That one, yeah. So anyhow, cut long story short, this is what we've picked. And the rest of it, well, the next one I shall be doing another video hopefully with regarding the next lot of areas, if you like, that I've uncovered, because I've done the rest of them. You know, I end up with 12 buses, so that comes in the next one. However, just to continue driving this, I can't remember how far I've got this, but just to stop you being bored and stuff like that, what we'll do is I'll quickly check this video, and if there's anything else of interest to watch, I'll put it on. I've also done some short clips, if you like, of some other bits and bobs and mishaps, which will come in next, afterwards, after I've decided whether this is good or not. I think that sounds better than the actual real music then. Okay, now this part here is saying this is what you've got to do regards, you know, to achieve this next lot of tasks, if you like. You know, you've got to do all these lot. So what I was going to do, was I was going to do them individually and then drive them back in reverse mode. But what I then decided was, no, it's going to be easy just to do each one, so I know which ones I've done, and then go to the option and then drive them in reverse. So that was my next plan. But again, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed the little bits of mishaps and stuff that I've done, which will come up next. So thanks very much for watching. If you like the video, consider subscribing. Give a thumbs up as well if you liked it. If there's any comments at all, I appreciate any comments other than anything like kind of swearing, that type of thing, and being downright nasty. But any comments of whatever on what you think I could do better, what you didn't like, what you did like, because at the end of the day, you know, I want you to be enjoying my videos that I do, and if you don't, then I'd like to know why, or what you would like to see, that type of thing. So again, thanks for watching. Click the bell if you want to be notified for my new videos, and take care everybody, stay safe, and hopefully have a nice time. Bye bye.
Stop, Steineck Chapel.
I need to purchase several tickets.
Oh gosh. Oh.